Hi friends, many times when you see a motivational movie or video or read a motivational story, you feel energetic and are ready to work extra hours and go that extra mile to achieve your dreams. But after a while, you forget about the video and eventually your energy decreases. Why does this happen? Because the change is coming from outside. However, the author says change comes from inside out. The inside out approach means to start improving yourself, which means working on your character and paradigms. You should not depend on external resources like the motivational video, but should improve from within. For example, to achieve your goals, think about why you want to work on them, and your why should be strong enough to keep you going. Then you don't need any external source to keep yourself motivated. You might have heard this: work in silence, let success make all the noise. Example: if you see an iceberg, only a small area is visible outside water, but there is a large area not visible which is inside water, where actual work is done. When you see great leaders who you think have achieved overnight successes, there have been many failed years behind them, which made them genius. The author teaches us the 7 habits by which we can also become effective in our lives and achieve our dreams, however big they are. I will brief them here for you. So, let's begin. Habit number 1: be proactive. There are 2 types of people in this world: proactive and reactive. Proactive people decide how they respond to external situations. Reactive people react according to the external situations. Proactive people take responsibility of and control over their fate. They say things like, I will find a solution to this problem. Reactive people's emotions depends on their environment. For example, the weather, their boss, their home, etc. They blame external circumstances instead of taking responsibility. They say things like, it's the government's responsibility, or it wasn't my fault. For example, at a restaurant, a cockroach suddenly flew from somewhere and sat on a lady. She started screaming out of fear. With a panicked face and trembling voice, she started jumping with both her hands, desperately trying to get rid of the cockroach. Her reaction was contagious, as everyone in her group also got panicky. The lady finally managed to push the cockroach away, but it landed on another lady in the group. Now it was the turn of the other lady in the group to continue the drama. A waiter rushed forward to their rescue. In the relay of throwing, the cockroach next fell upon the waiter. The waiter stood firm, composed himself, and observed the behavior of the cockroach on his shirt. When he was confident enough, he grabbed it with his fingers and threw it out of the restaurant. Here the waiter shows the proactive behavior. Instead of creating a scene, he observed the cockroach behavior and then responded by catching and throwing him out, while the other 2 ladies show reactive behavior and panicked on seeing the cockroach. Where reactive people are driven by feelings, proactive people are driven by values. Proactive individuals focus on their efforts on the things they can change, whereas reactive people focus on their efforts on the areas of their lives in which they have no control. Habit number 2: begin with the end in mind. Imagine your funeral. Think how you would like your loved ones to remember you, what you would like them to acknowledge as your achievements, and to consider what a difference you made in their lives. For example, if you want to be remembered as a good friend, are you good to your friends right now? If you want to be remembered as a good father, are you good to your kids and spend time with them? And other things like this. Example, I wanted to make some difference in people's lives. That's why I am making book summaries and helping people in their life's problems. Engaging in this thought experiment helps you identify some of your key values that should be in your behavior. Accordingly, each day of your life should contribute to the vision you have for your life as a whole. Knowing what is important to you means you can live your life in service of what matters most. Be clear about your goals. Your daily action should be aligned with them. This means that when challenges arise, you can meet them proactively and with integrity, as your values are clear. If you don't have a clear plan for your life, you will probably fall into someone else's plan. Author states that most effective way to begin with the end in mind is to create a personal mission statement. It should focus on the following: first, what you want to be; second, what you want to do; and third, the values upon which both of these things are based. Habit number 3: put first things first. Author want to ask you the following questions. What one thing could you do regularly that you aren't currently doing and that could improve your personal life? Similarly, what one thing could you do to improve your business or professional life? Habit 3 concerns itself with prioritizing commitment and putting the most important things first. This means ability to say no to the things that don't match your guiding principles. For example, I have a friend who likes movies or series very much. So, whenever he sees that a new series is launched by Netflix or Amazon Prime, he starts watching it. This friend is also becoming fat day by day and keeps on saying he needs to join the gym. But he chooses Netflix series over gym every time. Now he might be sounding stupid, but the reality is that most of us are like him. We keep on wasting our time on things like Facebook, Instagram and other social media, even when we know there will be nothing new there. Instead of working and finishing our tasks which will improve our health or finances or relations or similar other things. I have already made a video on time management. You can watch it by clicking the info button above this video. Habit number 4. Think win-win. For example, recently I joined a YouTube Influence Challenge. There were some amazing people like Seen, Heather, Tony, Melissa and others where they have some rules to grow your YouTube channel. These guys have great tips and when I use them in my channel, it has increased views. When I saw potential in them, I purchased additional contents like courses and books, which made them a winner as well. Hence, this is a win-win situation. I gained from their experience and knowledge, which when applied into action, that is my YouTube videos, it will increase views and subscription and in turn will pay me through ads, while they also gain from my purchases. To be an effective win-win leader, author argues that you must embrace following independent dimensions. First, character. This is the foundation upon which a win-win mentality is created, and it means having an abundance mentality. That is, there is plenty of everything for everyone. One person's success doesn't threaten your success. Second, relations. Trust is essential to achieving win-win agreements. You must nourish your relationships to maintain a high level of trust. Third, agreements. This means that the parties involved must agree on the desired results, guidelines, resources, accountability, and the consequences. Fourth, processes. All your processes must allow for a win-win solutions to arise. Habit number 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Most people do not listen to understand, they only listen to reply. For example, suppose you are feeling down and calls a friend to tell him about your sorrow or just to share your incident. Now this friend picks up the call and without listening to you starts the conversation. He didn't even ask you why you called and cracks a joke which he saw on WhatsApp and then keeps on telling you about all the funny things happened to him today, like any funny incident or a funny movie he watched or anything like that. So will you be able to make conversation with him? Most probably you will not. So the author here says that we must first listen to other person, how he is feeling or what is his intention behind whatever he said. Then after we understand his situation, we must proceed with the conversation accordingly. Like in above example, the friend should understand what you have to say, then proceed accordingly. Habit number 6. Synergize. Synergy means that two heads are better than one. It represents teamwork, open-mindedness and creativity. For example, previously I used to do all work myself, starting with reading a book, then make notes and editing, then recording and then making the animated video and then uploading it on YouTube. This takes a lot of time. Then I asked someone to help me out with the video part, as he is good in that. Now I can focus on my core thing of reading books and making notes, and he makes the amazing video for you, which helps you in understanding the book in a better way. When you work in the team, the interaction and differences between the distinct people brings exponential growth and results. Shared resources also compensate for the individual weaknesses. Habit number 7. Sharpen the saw. Abraham Lincoln was quoted as saying, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first for sharpening the axe." In ancient days, a guy was shifting his items from one place to another. He had a wooden box and was dragging it from one place to another. This was taking much time and a lot of efforts to transfer the items. Now a man standing nearby saw this and he went near to this guy. He suggested that the guy should make wooden tires and put his box on it. This way, he will reduce the efforts and time in transferring his items. In reply to this, the first guy said, "But it will take time to make tires," and continued dragging the box. Now, here this reply sounds stupid, but in real, we all do these things. We know health is important, still, don't spare 30 minutes every day for it. We don't spare 15 minutes to read a book to increase our knowledge, and then we complain that our life is not good. We should spend some time to improving ourselves in 4 areas of life every day. First, physical, by having a healthy diet, exercise, and enough rest. Second, spiritual, by reading, listening to music, meditating, spending time in nature, etc. Third, mental, by reading, writing, organizing, and making plans, sometimes teaching also. Fourth, social or emotional, like learning to understand others and serving others. Without working on these main areas of yourself, you will stagnate and your saw will get blunt. These habits will improve your biggest asset in life, which is you yourself. These are some of the points from this amazing book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is by far the most powerful book I have ever read. You can read the book and get much more valuable advices from the author by purchasing the book from description. If you want me to make any book summary video of your choice, do comment below and let me know. If you want to support me, you can buy anything from Amazon using the affiliate link description. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you will get notified every time I upload a new video. And in the end, thanks for watching.